Fire in the pit barrel hole, let's cook some brisket. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. What I got going on here today is, this is a brisket flat. This is the flat of the brisket, not a whole packer brisket. Not much fat on this. There's a bit of a fat cap. Not much, a little bit of a flat meat there. It's kind of thin on the end here, and that's going to make some really good burnt ends. But I'll tell you, the price of brisket has become outrageous. And I remember when what I paid for this brisket, I could have got a whole pack of brisket for what I paid for this. But anyway, we're going to slather it down with some Sang stir-fry oil. You know all about that. Because that's my go-to binder for meat. Because it's got a beautiful garlic flavor that we love. And we're just going to spread that all on the brisket flat. And I've got a special rub for today that I'm trying out. This is Voodoo Chef Black. And this company is a local company here to South Florida. And they have the Voodoo Chef Black and the Voodoo Chef Red. I got the black. Let me tell you what's in it. Paprika, salt, garlic, onion, black pepper, cayenne pepper, allspice, oregano, thyme, and natural spices. That sounded good to me. I thought it would go good on a brisket. So I've decided to get this. We're going to sprinkle this on my brisket. Get it on there. Rub it in. It's looking good already, I'll tell you. That's a nice rub. That's Voodoo Chef Black. Even though they call it black, it looks kind of red, but they have a red also. And I got a special sauce today that I want to showcase, but that won't come till later on. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, let me get my brisket rubbed down, and I'm going to hang it in the pit barrel, and then we'll cook it till we get to 160 internal temperature on the meat, and then we'll wrap it and cook it the rest of the way. We're going up to 200 today, hopefully. Get this meat rubbed down real good, both sides. I think this rub is going to work out real good. It's going to make a nice bark on this brisket. It's looking pretty damn good already, let me tell you what. How's that look to you? Can you see that? I think so. Yeah, I like this rub. This is a local company. So anyway, let me get my brisket rubbed down and hooked up in the pit barrel. I'll show you what that looks like. And then we got to go for about, I think it's probably going to take about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours before we wrap it. So stay tuned. The brisket is in the pit barrel. I'm using some hickory wood for smoke. We're going to smoke that puppy for about 2 to 3 hours and check his temperature. When he gets to 160 degrees, we'll take him off there and wrap him, and I'll show you what that looks like. So stay tuned. It's been 3 hours and my brisket is up to 160 internal. So what I'm going to do now is wrap him up in foil. I'm going to try to douse him with a little bit of beef broth, but I don't know. It's kind of big. I just want to put a little bit of beef broth on him, try to get that in the foil. I don't need a whole lot, just enough to make some steam. And we're going to wrap him up and put him back in the grill for probably another 3 hours till he gets to about 200 degrees, and we'll slice him up and drink a beer. So let me get him wrapped up and back on the grill, and we'll come back and take a slice and drink a beer, so stay tuned. My brisket is resting under some towels, and it's time to drink a beer. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug. Here's today's beer. Happens to be one of my favorite beers of all time. This is Bell's Hop Slam, and it's a seasonal ale and pale ale. I tell you, I love it. I've had it before. It's awesome. This might be my favorite beer in the whole world. Let's pour this out. I know it's going to be good. But like I said, it's seasonal. They don't always have it. They just happen to have it at this time of year. And I just happen to score some. So let's get a taste of that. Oh boy, that's a beautiful golden pale ale. And I know it's going to slam me in the face with hops, because that's what Hop Slam is all about. Look at that. Hop Slam. That's the best. Let's take a sniff of that. You know you're going to smell hops and barley in that. Oh yeah. Oh, that smells great. You can smell the grapefruit and pine notes. I can't wait to quaff the froth off it, Roll. What do you think? That's awesome. Best beer ever. Bell's Hop Slam. India Pale Ale, brewed with honey. I didn't realize that. Brewed with honey. So it's almost like a mead. Wow, that's the best. Bell's Hop Slam. That's the best. I'm going to cut into that brisket and fix me a plate of it. I got a special sauce I want to share with you, and I'm going to give away a bottle to one lucky subscriber, so stay tuned. My brisket has been resting on the cutting board. I'm going to cut right into that puppy. Take a look at what we got here. And looking pretty good. Got a bit of a smoke ring. And it's pretty juicy. Let's give a slice right here. You get a couple of slices off of here. Oh yeah. A couple of slices of brisket. Oh yeah. That's looking excellent. It's got a pretty good smoke ring, and it's very tender. I want to put some on a plate because I want to put some sauce on it. Man, there's nothing like barbecue brisket in the whole world. So there's my plate, and I want to show you this sauce that I got. I put this on a burger a couple of weeks ago. It's Tom's Original Award-winning mustard sauce. And this stuff rocks. I want you to try some. In fact, I'm going to give some away to one lucky subscriber. All you got to do is be a subscriber. Let me move this. Get this in the picture. A little more. Okay, here we go. Yeah, all you got to do is be a subscriber. Give me a thumbs up on this video. And leave a comment, and I'll choose someone to get a jar of this Tom's award-winning barbecue sauce. It's really good. It's awesome. Goes great on that brisket. Let me tell you what. That tastes excellent. So even though it wasn't a packer brisket, it was still good. And it only took 6 hours on the pit barrel. And I did get a good smoke ring. I'm happy about that. You can see it right there. And I love this sauce. I'm gonna let somebody try some. Ah, that sauce is amazing. So anyway, you know what I always say, babies. If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go up and see, I think it's John and Rebecca. Please forgive me if I got that wrong. Cast Iron Skillet is the name of their channel. They've got almost 1,000 subscribers. They just need a few more while I stuff my face with brisket. You know, you've been waiting all day for this to cook. And you can't wait when it finally comes out of the pit barrel. So yeah, go check out John and Rebecca. Subscribe to me. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. And this Bell's Hop Slam is the best of the best. All right, babies. Bye.